Music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about the end of the classic rock era, and doing so in real time for a few real people out here, just like you there and like me here. So, sad news for Rolling Stones fans, and this involves Keith Richards. Now, the Stones had planned a 2026 tour, but according to Consequence Sound, the tour has been scrapped because Keith Richards is unable to commit to a rigorous schedule. Now, a little commentary here. First of all, it's a miracle. It's a medical miracle that the Stones were able to continue for as long as they have. Now, it would be sinful and wrong for the Rolling Stones to replace Keith Richards. That would be a bridge too far. All right. And so they have decided to call off plans for their 2026 stadium tour in the UK and Europe. It just says that Keith is unwilling to commit to the rigorous schedule. Something must be up. The Sun first reported the news, which Variety and NME have now confirmed. Richards, who turns 82 years old this Thursday, which would be today, spoke to the BBC in 2023 about dealing with arthritis and how it no doubt has forced a change in his playing style. He says, I don't have any pain. It's sort of a benign version, he said at the time. And I also find that interesting when I'm like, I can't quite do that anymore. All right, well, that was a Keith Richards sentence. I'm sorry. Let me try this again. And also, I found that interesting when I'm like, I can't quite do that anymore. Doesn't get much better. The guitar will show me there's another way of doing it. Some finger will go one space different and a whole new door opens. So he's essentially saying he changed his playing style because of his arthritis, which again, I think people knew about this a couple of years ago. Despite these challenges, the Stones embarked on a stadium tour in 2024, 20 dates behind the Grammy-winning comeback album Hackney Diamonds, which nobody had on their bingo card as being a Grammy award-winning album, but it is actually very good, and people should listen to it if they haven't done so. In its report, The Sun said Richards was unwilling to commit to another major stadium tour. Though the tour has been scrapped, it appears the Stones' second album with producer Andrew Watt is still on track for 2026. In an interview with Rolling Stone, published last September, Watt confirmed that he was overseeing the project. You know what it is? Nobody wants to travel anymore. Traveling is brutal, all right? It's rough, and touring is rough. And these guys, they have to hit these big venues in these big cities. It's a big production. You know, if they could sneak around into little clubs and play gigs, which I'm sure they would do, but they wouldn't make the kind of money unless people are like multimillionaires and the tickets are only for them, which would go against pretty much everything that the Rolling Stones at one time stood for, their working class roots and so forth. Anyway, last month, Ronnie Wood said the new album was done and expressed hope for hitting the road again, adding that he was still waiting to find out news of a tour. So he did not know about the problems with Keith Richards. I guess maybe they don't hang out that much unless they're on tour together. So basically sad news for Rolling Stones fans that you may never see the Stones perform live again. My guess is, though, that you might see them at a one-off gig somewhere. That would be probably better for Keith and would add a little bit of intrigue to what the Rolling Stones have already accomplished, which is pretty much everything, right? Pretty much everything. They don't need to do anything else, but yet another album on the way. So if you're a Stones fan, there's your update. Again, like I always say, documenting the end of the classic rock era in real time. There aren't any replacement Stones-like bands coming. All right. There are a few people that incorporate that style. But for the most part, you know, these are the Beethovens, the Mozarts of the rock era. And it was pretty amazing that we've had the Stones for as long as we've had. So this is not surprising to me, nor should it be surprising to anyone who's followed this band. All right. I am done, folks. If you want to support this channel, think about it. Buy me a coffee is a good way to do it. My mug, again, is empty here because I drank it before the video. All right. Also, Patreon, YouTube memberships, and PJ Rock Super Chats. I know people are generous during the holiday season sometimes. And the other side of that is people have bills to pay during the holiday season. So I get it. I get it. Do what you can. If not, just subscribe and watch the videos. I'll be back. So stay tuned for more exciting content on the Harmless Dave channel.